want to put on the new outfit we got. Golden suit is the one from all that luck stuff. I don't really like the way it looks, so I'm not gonna be putting it on. But I will do this one, because it looks nice. Is there anything else? What did I say I was doing next? I think this one. And then that one. It's been a couple days since I've played, so I forget a little bit what my plan was. At least for the abilities and stuff, but do you remember we're gonna go to do the jukebox for a bit? Expeditions. Undertake expeditions in Quarry Site Beta to earn unique mods. Completing each of the 4 objectives will dismantle the formation to reveal the rewards waiting inside. It's just a bunch of challenges. For what kind of reward? This one says gear. Is the other stuff just materials for constructing weapon forms and such? Challenging expedition that grants rare rewards. Prime rewards. Most challenging expedition grants absolute rewards. Player and enemy weapon damage. Okay. So I guess I rely less on my weapons and more on my launch. Causal link active? Just go this way. I don't remember ever seeing this when I watched other playthroughs, so I actually don't know like what to expect. Where'd it go? I think those are the invisible ones. There we go. Oh, I just stand on it, okay. Is there a timer on it? It sounds like something's ticking down. I thought another one showed up behind me. Yeah, that guy. B is where? Actually, where am I going? Because I don't... Oh, right there. You've lost specimen data. Oh, I was going to say, is that all? Needed a little bit of healing. Oh, there's a couple named enemies. And then I think the other guy went around here somewhere. Oh shit. One more wave, I think. I don't know that it'll do much for me, but I'll try it. I kind of just like to get this over with. I'm not really feeling this mode. It's kind of blah. like one big gauntlet, and it's not really fun for me. It could also be primarily this mode because my weapons do so much less damage. So I don't want to pull them out because it's like they'll just tickle these guys compared to launching stuff, which does a decent amount of damage. But I'll finish this one, and then I'm trying to decide if I should go straight to back to containment or try the mold again. Please leave me alone. Oh shit, I made a mistake. I have made a very bad mistake. Here's another one over here. Might be below me. Jesus. Actually, no, wait, where are they? Oh, I see. I think I can get this before someone comes up and attacks me. Maybe not. Oh, shit. I think I'm dead. That was risky and not worth it. Well, he's below me now, so I'll get some. We can get a little bit of a breather. Sometimes I have to find this thing. Oh god. I would like to get some healing, but I feel like please don't spawn. Oh my god. I might just take the damage here. Oh, are you kidding me? Does he want to drop his stuff? Just gonna let my stuff recharge a little bit. Okay. Oh my god. I might just take the damage this time. Burn corrupted material. Just have to find some of that first. Is this? I think so. Really do not want to mess with you guys right now. I only need 3 of these. Oh god. Jeez. Oh my god, I think I'm dead. Shit. Ugh. I dodged the wrong way. I really don't want to. We know it was close that last time. It's just trying to not get shot by everything. It missed. It's probably not a smart move to leave all those guys alive, but I really just want to get this done with. Where was the other box? It was up here somewhere, right? Oh my god. Excuse me, please. What? I thought it was... Oh, there it is. Oops, hang on. I did not jump high enough. Oh, come on. I guess I should have known something would be waiting for me here. Distorted tourist? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that again. I just, it's boring for me. Again, it could be because I felt like I shouldn't have been using my gun.
Good timing.
Um, so maybe a different challenge wouldn't be as bad. Like maybe, I don't know, anything that isn't a certain like skill does significantly less damage. But even still, like it's basically just fighting waves of enemies. And sometimes they just keep coming, and it's just ugh. I'd rather do anything else. So I'm not gonna finish this one. I don't really care too much about gear or mods. I feel like I can make it through the end of this game without having like a crazy busted loadout. Surge, shatter and containment, charge. I will accept this so then I can just abandon it and get something new. I don't really want to do anything that I have to like kill a specific enemy with a specific weapon. So I'm gonna forget. So I will actually accept this and then abandon it and then do the same with this one. Kill enemies with surface weapon spin. I'll turn this one on since I'll be in containment anyway. So these are both in containment. The mold I'll save for a bit because actually the expedition just like, ugh, I didn't like it. So I don't want to do too much like more combat right now. I want to do more exploration and lore stuff. Jukebox. ID Songmaster Jukebox OP10-KE. Acquisition date May 8th, 1988. Containment location Central Executive. Item is to be kept in a secure location in the executive sector. See Security Order 239-A. The room must be sealed before usage to prevent unintentional transportation of staff. A classic 1950s jukebox made by Songmaster Entertainment Ltd. The jukebox was found with a single record inside, titled A Song for the Others by Redacted. When this record is played in the object, anyone within earshot is translocated for as long as the album is playing. Those involved in the object's first known incident report being transported to a tropical beach, exact location unknown. When this object is used in the oldest house, it only transports users to an area located in the recently manifested quarry threshold. Researchers theorize that this site's unique spatial density results in all transitioning material gravitating to its position, as has been observed with other Bureau equipment. The oldest house's unique nature could also be having an effect on the object itself. The object is not bound to any known individual. Attempts by Bureau staff to bind it have resulted in redacted and should not be attempted again. So it sounds like it doesn't really like being bound. Okay, so now we just go straight to containment. Logistics. Turntable. We haven't seen anything about a turntable yet. Maybe that's like where containment is lead, or not containment. The prime candidate program stuff is leading to. Is that turntable area? Transit corridor. Yeah, I think that's it. Hello? Mirror supplement. ID Victoria Mirror AI 60-UE. Acquisition date July 15, 2005. Containment location Synchronicity Lab, Research Sector. Background redacted. She was admitted to a mental ward for emotional instability soon after relocating to Illinois with her family in 1914. So talking about the item's original owner? The item only appears on record again in 2006 when the Bureau investigated a sudden rise in disappearances in redacted Illinois. Agents found the item hanging in the local library. They contained it quickly, though the missing people of the town were never recovered. I think there's an error here because they got it in 2005, but they say the item only appeared again in 2006. Supplementary materials. Date August 18th, 1915. We certify that the case of Mrs. Redacted has shown her to be a lunatic under the reasons of hysteria, bad company, and imaginary female trouble. Her fixation with the family looking glass is noteworthy, though not an uncommon matter when considering her female disposition. Mrs. Carver is a fit subject for the lunatic asylum and will remain in its confines until her affliction has passed. Sign, Dr. Redacted. So yeah, what I remember of like mental health stuff in the early 1900s, probably like late 1800s as well, is that they had a bunch of different stuff that was like really weird that they would consider enough to consider someone insane. Like you say here, imaginary female trouble, but it was also, I feel like it was especially bad for women because their male family members could just admit them into an asylum whenever they wanted. And you, like, I want to say that the expectations on women were a lot more severe than with men. So if a woman was acting even a little bit strangely, people wouldn't overlook it as much as they would a man. And this one kind of makes me think of there's a short story called The Yellow Wallpaper, I think. It's basically about a woman who I think she had postpartum depression. Either she, I don't remember if her baby had died or something, but I think the implication was she had PPD. So her husband like didn't really take it seriously, but he took her somewhere for vacation. And the bedroom had like this yellow wallpaper that she slowly became obsessed with. I think she was like, this shit is ugly. But then eventually she was like, I see a woman in that wallpaper. And it's like she started becoming obsessed with finding the woman in the wallpaper. Meanwhile, her husband wasn't taking her mental health seriously. And I think at the end of it, she like disappears into the wallpaper or something. It's been a really long time since I read it. But that's kind of what I go to straight away when I think of you know, women being mistreated or having their mental health issues not really taken seriously, and being written off as like female hysteria or imaginary stuff that doesn't really matter. Because from what I remember in that story, her husband was also very like restrictive with her. Like I think he locked her in the bedroom at one point. I could be totally wrong because I only really remember the beginning and the end of it. I just know that he was not very helpful to her situation. But we can see here that something was wrong. But they're like, oh, it's female hysteria. Who cares?
To find new prime candidates. The Bureau needs a director.
Is he tweaking? What's happening?
P6 and P7.
P6 and P7, so Dylan is P6 and I'm P7.
After North Moore stepped down, I doubled every effort to find new prime candidates. There was no one. No one but me. That wasn't good enough. I pushed hard. I never wanted the Bureau to end up in that situation again. The Bureau needs a director. Always. When my time reaches an end, I want more options on the table. P1 through P5 were all false leads, dead ends, and disappointments. Then P6, Dylan Faden. He fell into our arms. No parents, they're gone, casualties of an AWE. The boy has exceptional talent. The oldest house will be his home. We'll build him from the ground up. He'll be trained and taken care of. Darling can be in charge of this project. I can't. I'll stay away. I will not fail the boy like I failed my own family, my daughter and my wife. We weren't careful enough back then. Something came home with me. I took work home. My Susanna got sick. When I realized my mistake, I wanted to bring her here for Darling to do what he could. Kate flat out refused. Civilian doctors treated our daughter, but they didn't have a clue. She died. Kate left me. Same old story. That was a long time ago. The Bureau is all I have now. And the prime candidates are our future. There are two, P6 and P7. We're spoiled for choice.
So what was up with him, like, freaking out in the vision when we were just standing there, not when we were watching this? Because it didn't show up in the video. Oh, I was wondering what that face was, like, inside of his, but that's Dylan's face. It's not Trench. I wonder if Dylan would have been better off if Trench had actually tried to spend time with him, and be like a mentor figure. Because I think, and you even see there, he calls raising Dylan to be the next director a project. He doesn't really talk about it in I don't know, empathetic, humane terms or something. Like, he's not considering him a person, just a project. But then Darling, like, he gives him over to the scientists, who are going to treat it like work, and they don't seem to look at him like a person who should be treated with empathy, respect, I don't know, understanding. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like maybe Trench, I can see why he would want to stay away, especially if he's like worried that he could get too attached to Dylan, and then if something goes wrong, then it could mess him up again, mess Trench up a little bit more. But I still think, you know, Dylan needed somebody in his corner, and it feels like he didn't really have that. And a lot of these assumptions I'm making as well are from what the feelings I had after playing this game, or not playing, watching someone else play this game. So from what I remember, it's constantly like Dylan is not really treated well.